from Shalom Acres. Samantha and I are planning our meal menu for the next 6 weeks or so. We try to do this every season, just kind of as the season changes. We like to eat a lot of soups during the winter time and then grill out more in the spring and the summer. And so we were just kind of changing it out for the spring because we were kind of sick of everything right now. So the first thing we do is we're just making a list of all the different meats. Basically, we're making the menu from what meat we have. We're going to try to do 3 nights of ground beef, and then 1 night with either like a roast or steak or some kind of different beef, and then 2 nights of chicken, and then 1 night of another meat, whether it be salmon or vegetarian or salad or whatever. So basically we just list all the different meals that we like for each meat. So for ground beef, for instance, we've got tacos, spaghetti, sloppy joes, hamburgers, taco soup. These are all hers, by the way. And then we started looking through our very favorite recipe book, Trim Healthy Mama. This book is awesome. So we started just picking out recipes on there. We're going to try to do 1 or 2 nights with crock pot. And so we've listed the recipes that we want to try on there for ground beef, and then we've listed out what we want for the other kinds of beef, whether it be steaks or roast, Italian beef, kebabs, so on and so forth. And then chicken. We're still in the process of writing down all the meals for chicken. So we'll come back when we have that all done. I'll kind of show you what we do for that. Also, I use a lot of recipes off of allrecipes.com. Whenever we have a harvest coming in, I can just go in there and type what we have. Say we have a lot of squash, I can go in there and just type in squash, and it'll pull up all the recipes for squash. And then I organize them in this box here, and I just categorize it based on either American or salads, soups, sandwiches, casseroles, or whatever. So I use that too. We just pick out our favorite meals, and then we make the planner off of that. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Shalom. Okay, we're back. So from that list that Samantha and I made, we went ahead and broke it down into weeks. We only had enough for 5 weeks, which is fine. We just rotate the meal plans every we'll just rotate it again. So we will get 10 weeks out of this. So each week we're going to have 1 beef crock pot, 1 chicken crock pot, 2 ground beefs, a chicken, and then a special that would be like steaks or ribs or anything like that, and then other, which would be a different meat or pizza or roast or whatever. So from there we just kind of made a little graph or chart or whatever, and then I will show you what we do next. We're gonna take this all and generate a weekly menu. So we'll be back. I'll show you when we get that done. Thanks. Shalom. Okay, so we're back. I took that chart that I showed you in the last clip, and I made a week 1 menu from it. So what I did was I listed all of the food that we're going to eat that week, and I added sides and salad or whatever else we were going to have with it. And then I generated a grocery list based on the recipes or based on the meal that we're going to make. And then I printed out the recipes for the ones that I didn't know how to cook, and I went ahead and stapled those to the menu plan. Now, since we're homesteading and we grow a lot of our own food, including meats, and we're trying to grow all of our own vegetables, and then we buy bulk for Measure Standard. We buy all of our spices and beans and grains from them. So we have pretty much everything. We don't go to the store every week. We go maybe every 3 or 4 weeks, and we don't really buy a whole lot from there anymore. So my grocery list is pretty simple on this meal plan. But I wanted to show you what I used to do before we started homesteading. I had typed up meats, produce, spices, breads, pasta, and other. And then from there, from each recipe or each meal, I was able to look at it and figure out what I needed exactly. And from here too, you could also determine how much meat you need, which will save you a lot of money. Um, you can buy it all at once and hopefully on sale, or you can buy it from your local butcher shop or farm. And also, it can save you a lot of time because you can cook it ahead of time. You know exactly how much ground beef you need and how much chicken you need to brown, or whatever else you're doing. You can prepare ahead of time just once a month and try to get all that meat cooked up. And what we do also is a lot of canning. We can all of our beans, so those are all ready to go. We eat a ton of beans, and we have all of our potatoes canned. And as we get more potatoes in from the garden, we'll start canning those as well. But I do like having fresh potatoes, so we won't can them all. But hopefully we'll have all the produce this year for these recipes. But you can make it as simple or as complicated as you need. But the main idea is to get all your meals for the week on one sheet of paper, staple the recipes to it, and then make a grocery list of what you need. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, and it makes your life so much easier, and it saves you a lot of money, so you're not just wandering around the store and buying frozen foods or anything. So thanks. I hope that helped, and enjoy. Shalom.